Catwoman.
Yeah.
Jesus, how long?
So the best part about me having to be host is what nobody knows is I actually do other things while Pierre is reading. So I'm prepping the live while prepping the Instagram live while prepping this live while then going straight into the intro. Welcome to Paneloids, comic books, and more. I'm not Pierre.
Best intro ever.
You did a good job.
So what
Clearly
you're telling
not
us
Pierre.
is you're up for an Eisner for best multitasker.
I wouldn't say best.
Are we live?
We are live everywhere except Facebook because it literally crashed as I hit the button.
Oh,
my
Today,
Oh no.
today we have.
That's where all my fans
Okay,
are.
because I have like an air purifier on. I was gonna take it off because I feel like you can hear it.
All right, you
Can you
do
hear
what you gotta do. Yes.
I just want to plug it out. I just want to
Okay,
hit it. I'm just
plug
gonna
it
hit
out.
the switch.
Plug it out.
2
Plug it
seconds.
out.
I'm
Plug it
right
out.
here. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna go back.
Plug it out. Pull the plug on me as well. I'm here with Dmitri.
you gotta
who walked
edit
away.
this so Dmitri makes a grand entrance.
Yeah.
Hey,
No, I'll
Dmitri,
hop
how's it
in.
going?
I'll
Where
hop
have you
into
been?
the camera.
Welcome.
You know,
Yeah, there you go.
just
All right.
Long
So
time no
trying to
see.
make it.
So clearly things did not go according to plan today. We are over 45 minutes almost. 45 minutes late.
Thank you for waiting.
We have Dmitri and we have two special guest hosts, which practically just hosts at this point because it's 5 or 6 now. Just this month. We have Core from Core's Comics, and we have John from Nerd Tea. Not to be fused with Nerd Tea on YouTube. We don't talk about that. I'm sorry, John. Didn't mean to
Yeah,
bring that up.
that's
Sorry.
fine. Yeah, thanks.
You
This is going to be the best 10-minute episode ever.
Going to 9:30. All right. Absolute Catwoman #1. What did everyone think?
John,
Go
go
for it,
ahead.
Core.
What'd you get
Did
to
you
so
read it?
far?
Oh my gosh. So I didn't finish it. Like I'm halfway through it, but man, that
Literally
half
on the
is a
top of the
banger.
list. I'm gonna fire you like I fired Pierre.
Yeah, my shop. It was
happens.
hard to get it. I had to get
It
it last
happens.
minute,
I feel you.
and I was
Don't feel
taking my
bad.
time with it because it's so beautiful. Come on,
It is
Cat
beautiful.
Cave. Cat Cave is the best thing ever written. That's so
Friendship.
funny.
What else was it about? Touched a little bit on the orphan system, and maybe it doesn't work as well as it should. We all knew that. They just put in the book. We knew that system doesn't work, right?
Or it does. That's how we got Catwoman. If the orphan system wasn't bad, we wouldn't have Catwoman.
Right? There you go. In the absolute universe, I have a theory of how it all ends, but we should go around the table of what we thought about it. I'll keep poking in because I don't have it. It's not all coherent for me. But you guys go.
All right.
I'll go. I was gonna say, I'm trying to be polite about that. Yeah, it was great. Art was great. It was funny because it seemed like there was a point. I don't know if there was two like actual line work artists, but there was like a drastic point where it changed. I'm assuming just past, present, whatever, but you could feel it. And then I believe Scott Snyder also guest wrote this. You could tell. And I guarantee the Shay, whatever the last name is, phenomenal. Like, this was a great book. I went on Comic Geeks, and I don't usually use it for my opinion, but it had like a 4.2 or something higher. Like, this is clearly being received well. And I love there's a reference to another character, which I'm worrying we will never get in the Absolute Universe. They call her bike Wildcat. So does that mean we're never getting a Wildcat from the JSA? And I feel like I heard that before. They were saying we were going to get an introduction to Wildcat or something. If this is it, this might be all we get.
I think we'll get it because they also have the Wildcats.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So
that's
yeah,
true.
yeah, there you go. So
Yeah.
I think everybody can share it. I think that's fine. But oh, that would be amazing. Absolute Wildcats. Yes, please.
Yeah.
So Pierre thought to himself, hey, this is crazy that I'm enjoying a Catwoman book. Now, why did he think this thought was crazy? I don't know. Maybe because the
he's
main
an incel.
protagonist is-
And he hates Wonder Woman too.
I didn't say it. You said it. But Pierre thoroughly enjoyed it and is curious of who the mystery person is. Spoiler at the end.
Ooh, almost there. Thank you.
I spoiled it for you.
I was just saying good save. I was like, did you not read it? And then I realized I was like, well, we gotta keep it for John. Yeah.
Hey, I thought it was just alphabetical. I didn't know it was the top of the list. My bad.
No,
everything is part of the plan.
But no, for real though. I don't know why Pierre doesn't like Catwoman, because like Catwoman, she's amazing in the normal universe, but this is my favorite Catwoman. I love that design. I think she's awesome. That helmet.
So, do you all feel like Absolute Catwoman is a better version of mainline Catwoman?
Yeah, I think so. But I need to know if she has an accent or not, because she's from Cuba. I would love to hear if she has an accent. That'd be awesome.
Oh,
okay.
I feel like they wanted those comparisons too, because we had like the Catwoman team that looked like her regular version, and then they're like, "But what do we think of the Absolute?" So I think they were bringing it on almost. Also, I don't know if it's been referenced and I forgot. Her helmet looks like it was like recycled from the party animals at the start of Absolute Batman, but I don't know if that's been confirmed or not.
No, I believe it is. It's like stolen tech.
That's cool then. I like that a lot.
Yeah. I feel like actually, Dmitri, we might have heard that in New York.
Yeah, we heard it. And I'm sure.
I don't know if it's actually noted in the book. He might have just said it.
I don't think it was. I think he just talked about it. So I think hopefully issue 2 and 3, maybe explains that further. But it's cool that we know that first. Or we knew that first.
There was some news today that the writer, Che Grayson, will also be writing an Absolute Cassandra Cain one-shot, which will come out in September. So that'll be between issues 3 and 4 of Absolute Catwoman. So that's cool. Especially this is being highly received. Just from what I saw online today. For those
who is that? Is that Orphan? Cassandra Cain?
That's
Cassandra Cain's Batgirl.
Or Batwoman.
Batgirl.
Gotcha.
Yeah. What's her
Black
Isn't
Bat
different?
too.
Yeah, that Black Bat.
It depends on the year. All the Batgirls just go back to regular Batgirl at some point.
She is wait. Oh my god, who's her mother? Who's her mother?
Natalia. No. Lady Shiva.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Perfect.
All right.
Perfect.
I like that Batgirl look too. Don't worry, that thing rocked.
It was amazing. I think they should have kept that going longer if they could have.
Yeah. Also,
everything runs its course.
Che Grayson is about to be at the Heroes Con that me and my buddy are going to. So if you guys got any questions, let me know. Happy to ask them.
Sounds good. I like it. Good stuff.
Ask him why she has like 6 different names: Batgirl, Black Bat, Cassandra, Batgirl, Orphan. That's too much.
I don't think that's confusing me. Daredevil number 3. So my big takeaway, spoiler: Omen is a white man, and not one of the white men that we thought.
It's not me.
Could have been. You have the physique. So, we speculated with issue 2 that it was that like basically Matt's boss, like the dean, right? And then of course we got introduced to a new police officer detective character. So we of course were like, oh, introducing a new detective. Speculated it could have been him. No, the Omen, spoiler, a little bit of Frankenstein looking kind of go on, like a little bit of a Frankenstein's monster pieced together a little bit. What did we think of Daredevil issue number 3 featuring Spider-Man briefly?
I think it was amazing. One of the things I do want to say off of what you just finished is that's why I wonder if Stephanie tries to keep going with red herrings, and this is one of the Omen, but there's going to be more. One of the ways I could see them really playing with your mind is the crimes or like the murders seem like really personal or like violent. So you'd think like, oh, this is one person. It could be more. If not, yeah, it was red herrings here and there. The new detective, all the people from his new environment at the school. And then it was just this dude that I can't wait to see the story behind, because what an interesting guy. I mean, just plucking eyes left and right is not something everybody does.
So I'm thinking maybe it's like a cult, like a almost like a Daredevil cult that like knows Matt Murdock's involvement, and it's almost like he's a problem because it affects Daredevil. I don't know. I was trying to think of like, why the eyes though? Like, you know, like there's something to it where I think it's like maybe it's just like a hyperfixation on Matt Murdock even, and unrelated to, and the little
They're
hint.
trying to donate them to Matt Murdock so we can see again.
They're just trying to help. No, they threw him all over the ground the last issue. He was stepping on them. They just threw him all over the ground.
What you did there.
Not even collecting them. No, but I don't know. I feel like Stephanie's doing some bigger thing that's going to be towards the lore of, because Matt said something to the effect when he was being questioned by the police officers so politely, where he was like, you realize I was a defense attorney? Do you know how many enemies I have, generally speaking? So just there, even kind of like the show did, we might get a little flashback of some snippet from somebody who now looks like a monster in a really cool suit. They should always keep that mask on. But yeah, this is turning into one of the best Daredevil runs quickly. Already issued 3, and I feel like it's top 3, if not my favorite so far.
Also, you got kind of a stick moment in this, but with Spider-Man, where he kind of does you got so much going on at once. You're listening to everything. Like, just focus on one thing at a time. And it does help Daredevil immediately in the fight, too. So that was really cool to get to see Spider-Man, like, swoop in, give some advice, right back out.
Yeah,
just
you know, like, he should be, like, a little older, a little wiser. You know, like, let him grow. Stop kicking Spider-Man down. I said this last week about Zdarsky. But after reading that, couldn't you see Steph writing Peter? Like, well, like just from that little bit of, like, the dialogue was like quips, but not corny. You know, like, maybe after Daredevil, I'll start reading Peter again.
And I do love Daredevil, or Spider-Man leads with, he's like, oh, you knew who I was immediately, and I didn't even have to say a quip yet. Like, pretty impressive, man.
Yeah. John, I just want to take a moment and stop everything we're doing to compliment your lighting. This is what I've wanted for so long. This is the lighting that I deserve, that you deserve,
do you know
that the
why?
fans deserve. I
And
don't
how
know
I got
why.
it?
I don't, but whatever you're doing on the computer is changing it. So stop doing
Damn it, I knew you were going to call me out on it. I was trying to look at the notes. Oh,
yeah,
God
you
bless.
tried. You tried. Put the notes on your
I'm
phone.
done.
Put the notes on your
This
phone.
is the worst. Yeah, hold on. But then I'm going to ruin it by doing this, I bet.
Nope. You got to...
Holy crap, my dog's broke into the room because of your attitude. Hold on a second. Let me fix that.
Oh, I'm so glad that the book up next is literally just for you, John. So
I'm back. What's up?
Let's go right into Transformers number 33.
Hell yeah, man. Transformers 33 is awesome. Optimus Prime is not Optimus anymore. Or is anybody else reading Transformers? No, I'm sorry. He's still
I'm not
Optimus.
caught up, but
He's
I know
not
what happens
Prime.
to get into it. Yeah, he just doesn't have the Matrix of leadership anymore.
Right, so it made him a weaker version of himself, which is absolutely horrible. If he's like one of your favorite heroes of all time, to gimp him is not great. But at the same time, the story is interesting. So we have Prime, who gave up the Matrix. So now he's weaker, so that Alita can go back to Cybertron and be like a badass. She's the Prime now. And then you had Ultra Magnus, who's having all these PTSD moments in the last like 20 issues. He gave up his Magnus, which I didn't even know was a thing. I thought, I mean, I guess it makes sense if you Google what Magnus is, right? It's like the weapons warrior. He gave that up to RC, so now it's RC Magnus. And this is basically almost like the calm before the storm of what's about to happen. Some crazy things are about to go down. Optimus is training because he knows he needs to be the leader on Earth, even though he doesn't have his superpowers of the Matrix. The Matrix allows you to be smarter than you normally were. It gives you strength. I thought it was just a cool thing that you put in your chest. So when he died in the 80s and that thing came out of him, I didn't realize that I thought that was a part of it. You know what I mean? They're hinting on Starscream being back, which is great because he's one of my favorite characters of all time, and he looks absolutely horrifying. A lot of the characters that have died in the last 30 issues seem like they're coming back as well, because I thought Bumblebee was completely gone forever, but they were just talking about how he's redeemable now. But Megatron blew the shit out of him, so I was confused by that. So I can't wait to see him because he has not been in the series at all. So it seems like Transformers can't die permanently, which is awesome.
They're robots. You can rebuild them.
Yeah, well, you would think if there's pieces left, you know what I mean? People are getting destroyed. I don't know.
Sorry. Have you watched Transformers 1, the animated?
I sure have. Yeah.
So I feel like that did a half decent explanation of what you just said, and that's the only reason I understood anything of what you said.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, it's interesting
like
because
cogs and everything.
Yeah, like how it works, like a little bit of like their anatomy.
Well, you know how he was not Prime in that movie? He was like Orion. He was saying that because he was Prime for so long, something's changed him. Where he's not back to being Orion. He's something else. He's like an in-between, so he doesn't know how to deal with that. So I think the storyline is going to be pretty amazing. It actually had a quote in there that was amazing too, because if you haven't been reading, he was fighting Alita because Alita wants them to come back to Cybertron to defend, and he's like, no, we have to protect Earth. And they keep arguing on who's right on this. And RC was like, what if you're both wrong instead of one person being right? And so that's interesting because I feel like shit's about to go down because everything seems too good right now. So I bet some crazy shit's about to go down, especially because they're hinting on G.I. Joe with the Globulus. What is his name? Globulus? Yeah. You don't know who I'm talking about? He's like the leader of all the snakes. Globulus, yeah. So
yeah, that's your big old.
Let's go because I'll talk about Transformers all night. So let's move on.
That's all right. I'm glad you're here to bring the Transformers to us.
Roll out, Autobots. Oh, sorry. So sorry. I lied. No. We're not going to move on because this is important. Even though this is not issue 33. Look at this bad boy that I got.
Oh, I love Soundwave so much. That is amazing.
I know. I got this. So I got it super cheap too.
So, John, can you explain what his chest is for Corey? Because he is not aware what any of that is. So that.
No, I am.
Is this a bit? Is that because he's young? Wait, how old is he?
That was a bit.
Damn it.
I was gonna say, don't worry. I'm hip, fellas. I'm hip.
This is a CD player. That would
it did take me a while to understand
player.
all the different animals and their names. Like his little buddies or whatever, Rumble and Ravage and what's the other one? It's like Jet something or
he has pets?
Yeah. There's like a dog-like thing. There's things with like massive hammers. I think that's Rumble. And then Laserbeak.
That's Rumble.
I think.
Laserbeak, yeah. Laserbeak's the bird. And then Rumble, which is awesome. Because if you haven't seen the 1980s movie, go watch it. It's one of the best things ever.
I haven't.
Are they all ours because they're going out?
Nice to meet you.
No.
Okay. I'm not the only one that saw that. Made that connection.
That was awesome.
I love
Avengers Armageddon #1. Pierre, who couldn't be here for this live stream.
That shit was crazy. Appearing Captain America, Red Hole takes over Latveria. That's all he wrote. That's all he wrote. I told Dmitri pre-show, like, hey, just read his stuff like you wrote it. Just read his notes like you read it. I wish I had the disposition to like do a Pierre impression, but I don't have it today. Guys,
I thought about it, but 45 minutes late, I wasn't going to put on a whole show. Yeah. So Avengers Armageddon #1. I've been super hyped for everything Armageddon. I think everything Zdarsky's been doing and tying in with the origin boxes, all really, really cool. And I kind of called it, spoiler, like we kind of called Captain America Ginger Cap, as I like to call him.
You're the only one that could call him that.
Yeah, I am.
That's not true. I'm a heifer.
You know what?
I don't know the rules on
I'm not
that.
gonna ask.
I don't want to.
My dad's a ginger. Come on, man.
Oh. Okay, I thought it was just like a different half that we couldn't
I went out.
see on camera.
Well,
So
only comics.
we knew Red Hulk was trying to take over. We knew Ginger Cap got some powers in the end of Armageddon. Where are we now? What is happening with Avengers?
New America.
New America.
New
sounds
Flag is
fun.
kind of sick.
The flag
flag's
is pretty
sick, I
cool.
can't
It's a
lie.
good flag.
I like it. Yeah,
It's a
there's
good
a flag.
flag.
Good flag. Hopefully the current administration doesn't see it, because if you see something cool, you never know.
I mean,
He's just gonna
If there was
slap his face on it.
if
for
you were
the
going to
start.
steal something, this would be the thing to steal. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Huh.
it would be.
Really?
Also, this was sick.
Ooh.
The card.
have
that
that
you
Google
gave
it.
me.
Mail?
Yes, that was cool.
I will be getting that signed and graded. I bought it before I knew. Let me explain for any audio listeners. So the magic card variant for Avengers Armageddon is Stegman, and it comes with the card. I will be getting that signed
What the
in
hell?
October by Stegman, and I will be getting that graded.
Yeah, that's what I just realized as
And
you
then-
said that the card is too. Ryan
Yeah.
Stegman. It has it right
Yeah.
at the bottom. I like
Love
that
it.
they credit it too. That's awesome.
That came with a comic?
Yeah, it was polybagged
Alright.
and everything.
I gotta
Awesome.
go. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go buy it.
So what do we think of this issue?
Pretty solid. Couldn't have. I mean, the way it's been going, it couldn't have been done wrong. If that makes sense. Like it just all lined up perfectly, and it like this is the expression of that, of what he's been building up to. I loved Wolverine's disposition with Colton, of like, you have to, like, if you have to blow this place up, go do it. And like he's the only one that would understand, like, yeah, like they did some fuck shit. It's like, you guys don't understand. So like he's gotta go do that, and then he can help. It's weird that you know what, I'm jumping ahead because that's in the nerdy news. Am I allowed to jump ahead to that?
You do whatever you want.
Let's keep okay.
45 minutes late, just free ball it.
I'm gonna jump a little ahead. He's not on the cover art of the Avengers team, of that book, of the new book, the new Avengers book. He's not on the cover art. So either he's getting a solo or he's going to be part of another team. I think he's going to be a part of the Invaders team, because that last splash, they're there, but they're probably in the jet. But overall, pretty cool. I like Red Hulk's. I'm not that I agree with Red Hulk's mission, but like I like that if someone were to be doing what he's doing, it would be Red Hulk. It makes all the sense in the world. And a little bit, with the Colton part, they did some fuck shit to him too. Like they kind of tortured him. So like, come on. Like that's his, reasoning. But 10 out of 10. I know we don't rate, but 10 out of 10.
Okay.
The build-up did definitely pay off. I agree too. I think Red Hulk in recent issues has been one of those almost like people I think in WWE call it jobbers, where they come in and it's like, oh, whoop-de-doo, it's Red Hulk. No, he's getting more menacing. Like he's getting scary, and he's got like the team he's rolling with, like a Roman Reigns and the Usos.
Yeah,
so
but
now
it's
he's
like
really,
about time.
Yeah, he's setting up shop and everything. He's ready to go. I love it. And you get the usual political stuff too, where the UN is banding together and they're like, if you guys try anything, like as superheroes, you're on, like your butt's on the line. Like we will press any charges. We'll throw the book at you. And it's funny, you get together all the superheroes. They're like, so we're ignoring that, right? Like usual. And they
One more
just do
thing.
exactly what they want.
I hope they really drive home Iron Man like redemption, like you fucked with my friend. Like I really hope they, I love that stuff. That's just me. But
We're getting fake donations in the chat. That's a first for me. Love that.
Cool.
And they didn't even spell donated right.
Does that mean we're getting paid?
No. Fury of Firestorm number 3.
That's my note for that is it's not my favorite comic of the week, but it's my favorite. I can't wait for the next issue to come out comic. Does that make sense? Like, God, I'm every single month, dude. That's the first one I read for the day, not Absolute Catwoman, sorry. Because it is I love the horror aspect of it. I love the fact that I don't know what the hell is happening, but I want to know what's happening because Firestorm I didn't grow up with, so I didn't know how badass he was. I didn't know he could change molecules. So he's like freezing people in place. He's making Batman's ship disappear. He's doing all sorts of things. He could bake a cake. He could do everything. I love this guy. Holy shit, he's terrifying. And Professor Stein, the last episode that I was on, I was glazing what a great dude and how awesome he is. And now he's a friggin' jerk, dude. He's set. Did you read it, Core?
Yeah, that was
so
messed
he's a piece
up.
of shit, right?
He's always been a prick.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I went in thinking this old man was awesome, and then he's banging people. Like, what is he? He's like a 9-year-old dude banging chicks. What is happening? Clip that.
So I was more
dude.
hung up on the other
show
thing, but
that.
yeah, that too.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was hilarious. He was pulling some Bond villain shit. He was acting like he was Bond, waking up in bed, going, "I'm gonna do this." I was like, "What?"
You do that
That's
too if you were 90 and then in a young body.
Hey, I know that's gonna happen, but I didn't realize he was me. Right? Like I thought he was just some nerd,
You know?
not nerd T.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah,
I'm gonna charge you
Look
for
at
that.
YouTube.
This is amazing though. And it kind of solidified before. I don't know if it was purposely confusing or I was just confused. I was trying to obviously figure out the whole mysteries, like what's going on with the whole host situation in the Matrix. And they solidify it here and they're like, it is Ronnie, like somewhere in there, but it's just like the being rather than Ronnie now. And he needs to be pulled out. Because in this story, spoiler alert, what happens is it was the whole reaction, the forming of them as a superhero as Firestorm was planned from the get-go. And Stein was leading on like, Ronnie, you're my star student. Like, I believe in you so much. You got so much potential. And he's like, I'm going to blow a bomb right in our faces and hope for the best. Let's hope the science works out. Yeah, that's literally insane. Nothing else.
Well, all the memories that they're showing, like, so obviously Ronnie's trapped inside this world, and so, like, it's almost like his emotions are controlling it, right? And so, like, I don't think Ronnie's far gone. Obviously he's not controlling it, which is nice. But what's the other character's name that used to be Firestorm? The one that was on the TV show, because he made an appearance as well, and he's like, I can't help you guys. I'm going to be a dad, which I thought was pretty.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember his name.
Oh yeah,
I don't know his name.
Yeah,
I didn't realize there was multiple Firestorms like that, so that's pretty intriguing. So I like how they threw him in there because that's the only one I knew about from the TV show.
So if everyone can,
I think I got it. Is it Jason? I think it might be Jason.
I don't know.
I don't know either, but that was funny because the
sound
girl's
right.
begging him. I don't think so either. I feel like it's an L or something. But yeah, the girl's begging him and he's like, I can't. She's like, yes, you can. I can't. Why?
His name's
I'm a dad.
Lonnie.
Oh, congratulations. Oh, yeah, that makes more sense. She's like, congratulations. Yeah, that makes more sense now.
I thought that was a poor excuse. No offense to my 3 kids, but if I was Firestorm, dude, I'd go be Firestorm again. I'll tell my kids, like, I'll go, you can use your powers to make them something to protect them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Distract
Well,
them.
Stein's whole thing was what happened with Polaris. And it's like, well, if you're going to be a dad, like, that's a great role. Okay. Kyle knows. But at the same time, when you live in a world like that, wouldn't you want to be like first up to take down threats like that? So at the same time, it's like, yeah, you're making one of the biggest differences, but you could also protect them like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
His
I
name's
don't know.
Jason, by the way. You're right.
It was Jason.
Yeah.
sounds
what
so
a basic
wrong.
name.
But is
Yeah.
that the name from the show? I don't remember it being Jason in the show.
Oh, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
We got a request in the chat.
I would Google it, but I don't want my light to change.
Yeah, not. I'm about to mute you because you're playing with a plastic bag.
You know what? All right. Bye, guys.
If we could, if we could all Look into the camera. We got a request here. Everyone look into the camera on the count of 3. We're going to say this name. Look at the name. Everyone got the name? Got it? All right, ready? Look in the camera. 1, 2, 3. Avasha.
Dash
Avasha
09.
No one did it on 3.
Avasha.
All right.
At
Avasha.
Vasho.
That's what you get.
I'm playing with
U.S.,
plastic. Sorry.
Come back next week and we'll do it again. All right.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Barbara Gordon breakout number 2.
Okay, I think I might have been the only one. If so, it was good. The Mariko Tamaki, I believe, is the writer. There's a Supergirl series she did, and Zatanna Bring On. Damn it, what's it called? I can't remember. Bring Down the House. That's what it is. People talk this writer up like crazy. And honestly, through the series so far, we're only 2 issues in. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but it keeps your entertainment. And this one, funny enough, just throughout the book, Barbara Gordon is literally getting drugged because these people at the prison have this plan to obviously kill her or control her. And so there's an attempt made on her life. We still don't know who it is because she only thinks, because of her PTSD, probably, that it's the Killing Joke Joker, like that look where he's got like the vacation outfit in the camera. So the mystery's still up. Who did it? I think Dice, whatever they call the one girl, seems like a very likely culprit, but could be a red herring. But her and this other girl, I can't remember her name. They're basically working together to most likely finish the job, unless there's going to be some weird reasoning where they're playing off like they're trying to kill her and they're not really. But the friend that's drugging her just keeps being like, I'm trying to help you, Barbara. I'm like, I'm a doctor. I'll stitch you up. I'll take away the pain. But yeah, she's just drugging her to set her up for the ultimate failure.
I haven't read it. But I read Batman number 9 or Batman number 10. But I heard about this break. So I knew she was going to jail the whole time. So that was weird. So I wish I kind of didn't know that. But I've actually heard good things. People were talking about it at the shop today when I was picking up my comics.
Well, Batman sets it up that she got captured. That's it. This reveals that it was all part of a plan. She intended to the whole time. So that's in itself makes it worth.
Even in Batman, she plays. Yeah. Well, she says that was kind of her case. But like I said, I read it out of order, so I didn't know what was happening.
Also, there is more Jim Gordon stuff in here, and you guys called it, I think it was last week with the Batman book. Like, he seems really old. He has to chase somebody down in here, and he's kind of still got it a little bit. Like, he's really out of breath and seems like he's near the end, but he's kind of still got it. It's kind of sick.
My boy.
And Nightwing comes in to help, and he's like, "You okay, old timer?" type of thing. And
Kyle's trying to make him
love it.
Kyle's trying to make him like one of those security guards at Walmart. He was talking about how old he is. I don't appreciate that. He's my boy. He's still got it. He's got the yams.
I thought he was gonna get absoluted. I thought he was gonna
absolutely.
Oh man, I forgot he got absoluted. That's I forgot.
Remember when he was Batman?
You know,
isn't it crazy?
Is that true?
Yeah,
yes, he had a rookie suit. It had like ears. It was this big old rabbit suit ears he would get into. Yeah. Really cool villain for that too with Mr. Bloom. Kind of crazy looking.
So underrated.
Yeah. And what's funny is like the way they like buzzed his head. So he looked way younger.
And he had like work out because like he had to get like physically fit.
Just to keep up with it. Yeah.
What if this villain that is after Barbara Gordon is actually Mr. Bloom? That'd be a really great callback. Like he survived.
I always confuse Mr. Bloom with his head is just a flower, like an orchid. I always confuse the two of them because they have very similar powers.
They're both Batman villains, right?
Yeah, they're both Batman villains.
The only one I can think of that's closest to Poisoned Man, because they basically swapped him out with Poison Ivy in one of the stories, but I don't know if it's that.
No. He's in Poison Ivy right now. I just can't think of the character's name, but similar look to Mr. Bloom, just his head bloomed. Slightly different powers. Bleeding Hearts number 5.
That's such a good segue for Bleeding Hearts, is the fact that like being sad that somebody died. This issue, did you read it, Kyle? Okay, well, spoilers. Last issue, if you remember, that Mush guy found the girl. Oh, okay. Yeah, take off those headphones. Nice. Take them off slower next time. Yeah, so the mom is not around anymore. How depressing is that? I legit cried. That's absolute
Wow.
nothing bad happened, Kyle.
John,
Okay,
I don't
good.
think we can say that on here.
Oh no.
Hot take canceled. No, but yeah, so the concept, that's the thing. Every time I think I know where Bleeding Hearts is going, it absolutely goes in a different direction, right? So for example, what's happening now is all the humans that they found, they captured them, and they're going to be chasing them on this thing called the hunt, right? So I guess it's like makes it more. I think somebody at some point said they taste better when they have fear, so I guess them chasing them will cause them to taste even better. But again, every time I think it's going one way, it's probably not going to go that way. So I don't even know what's going to happen in this hunt. And then the main character, he's a piece of crap. That's all I'm going to say, Kyle.
Okay. Thank you for all of that.
Yeah, read the book, man, so that you can hear my spoiler.
I had a lot of meetings today.
Mm.
And
No, I
there was
mean
an
later,
interview
and then like
right before
text me
this.
tonight, 1:00 in the morning, and tell me how great it was.
All right, because I don't do that anyway. Mortal Thor, I'm assuming, is a Pierre only. So we're just gonna say thanks, Pierre.
Thanks, Pierre.
Thanks, Pierre.
Mortal Pierre.
Thanks, Pierre.
Hopefully not. Hopefully immortal. Hopefully immortal. Right now. Dork number 5.
I almost pressed it in the list to make you hurry up.
Nice. Did anybody else read it or no?
I
did.
read it.
Yeah,
It's my
That's
favorite
okay.
book of the week.
All right, you guys
So-
go first.
I'm just gonna start with it like a overlapping review of.
Okay.
So this happened, then that happened, then they're telling a story about how that happened, and then guess what? The person you're telling the story to is something much grander than you thought and connected to something from 2 issues ago. So I read this book, I don't know, years ago. It was called The Hike, and it had this concept of, it was very much a and then story where the prior didn't really make sense to what happened next. It was just someone dealing with a lot of strange things, and one which he had to fight a giant crab, and just like continuous, just like nonsense happening. And it reminded me a little of this, and it's just fun. Like, I know it's a roundabout way to do a compliment, but like it's just very fun where you think it's just going one way, and they just unfold into something worse and grander and larger and dense, funny. Like the dialogue is light, but the story is dense and it's humorous, but like at the same point, like this was a lot of content in this issue and like really set up, and somehow also did flashbacks. And I missed that. Like also did some flashbacks. So yeah, I thought it was great. It continues to be better each issue. I think, John, you said that before. Like each issue somehow is better than the one before, and gonna keep getting reprints.
Like honestly, I didn't think it would be the best one in the series, and then it became the best one. But it's absolutely funny. Like it's so clever the way he writes. I put this in the notes, but my favorite part was at the very first page. He's talking about being naked, and then he was talking about his ding-a-ling, and the way they say ding-a-ling is have the door open and go ding-a-ling, which I just thought was brilliant. And then every couple pages they hit you with a joke, right? Like I'm not trying to spoil future comics that we're going to talk about later, but for example, Jay and Silent Bomb that we read suffers from the same thing that I feel like Harley Quinn and Deadpool constantly do, where they shove so many jokes in your face, hoping that one of them's funny, and maybe one is funny out of the 5, which to me is not fun. Dork hits you with jokes every once in a while, and they're gold, and I love that about Dork. They don't just hit you with pun after pun; they hit you with some very clever writing, and I love it. I can't wait for 7
No,
and
me
8.
neither.
Fuck it.
I love the Bone Witch stuff, and I do love too, like you're saying, there's a moment where they're definitely playing off of my generation with like just terrible attention span. And Dork is like get to the point with my like spiritual reading. And she's like, okay, to the action. And then he's just basically like boring. She's like, this is your story. This isn't anybody else's. Like, he's like, I need to see all the good stuff. Yeah, just phenomenal. And I love the freeing the dragon and everything too. Like looking out and being like, all right, you scared me. Like, I'm trying to help you out. Can we get out of here now? And just an extra on top. I love if you look at the Bone Witch. I have it, so it reminded me of it. She has a wand that looks exactly like Voldemort's to a degree. It's really cool. I don't know if they did it on purpose or not, or it's just like a chicken bone thing, but super cool reference if so.
You might be right. That looked pretty close.
I like how you whip that out. That's pretty funny.
He keeps it in his pocket.
10 out of 10.
It's definitely a joke we could have made.
No, Jeremiah's not here. Let's keep.
No, we don't have to. We keep going. All right, we have Green Lantern Corps 17.
So a lot of these, I will say, is kind of like that. And then you brought up, I think, usually entertaining, and one that I'm like, it's Green Lantern content. We get the leaders, we get people that don't usually get the limelight getting the limelight. People brought up the certain representation needs to be higher up with DC. This is one that I feel like does. They just don't have that pivotal one up top where they want to count it. But Jessica Cruz is basically the leader of the GLC. John in here pretty constantly. But this one focuses on Guy. And what I don't know if I didn't catch it before or didn't pick up on it. What a sad backstory. Like it's just based on abuse. And like they put like on the first page, like be ready, like we're gonna use some themes so it doesn't upset people that don't want to see it. And yeah, the dad's just a POS. And through that Guy, there's a point where he almost gets to do a flashpoint where he has so much power that he wanted to go back in time and right those wrongs. And Ion is the entity of the Green Lantern Corps, and it gets to basically have that role of, you have to understand certain parts of time are basically solidified. You can't go back. So he doesn't get the opportunity to go back and mess up a whole timeline like Flash, but he gets that lesson without doing that. Like, I think it was meant to happen, and I am who I am now because I overcame that and persevered. We also get a lot more with the entities and what's going on with the Manhunters to see what the future is going to look like. And I think this was one of those, every couple issues, there's an absolute banger. And the setup with the ones that are more okay, they lead you to that. So they were important. But this is the one that really hit it home. And I can't wait to see how it goes on from here.
I mean to catch up on it literally off of your explanations. Like, it sounds pretty good. And I don't read enough Lanterns at all. A book I recently dropped, Emperor Aquaman number 18.
So I remember you talking about this, and I was like, I get it. Everybody's got different tastes. This is one of those. It's almost like a niche. Like the people that like the aura farming and the like big displays of power, they're probably reading this going, oh my gosh, like they keep doing it for Aquaman. I think it is really cool if you can get past that, or if you like it even better. They just kind of keep powering him up, like issue after issue. They keep figuring something out. And this, for me, was a better one than the ones we've been getting before, because Hal's in it, of course. But then also they have such a good dynamic back and forth. And Hal has that really cocky arrogance, like, I'll get us out of this, realizes he's against odds and like, okay, maybe not. And Aquaman just almost like a tap on the shoulder, like, he's like, I'm different now. I'm better. Like, I'm stronger. I got us. And something happens and Hal's like, what the heck just happened? He's like, oh, I just made him pass out temporarily from the water in their system or something crazy. And Hal's like, oh, okay. So just another great collab issue. Green Lantern did it for like almost 3 or 4 issues in a row. We had something with Green Arrow, Batman, Flash, and this is almost the continuation of it, like issues on. And I was so glad to see it. I did really want to see them strung up in jail together, like the cover showed with the beards and everything. Like, looking all, I don't know, rusty, I guess is the word. But yeah, this was great regardless. But I do understand where you're coming from for sure, Kyle. It kind of bounces back and forth.
Yeah, like it
Aquaman,
was fun, but like, I don't know, it was a lot. It was a lot.
It's because he's deep, like the ocean.
Nice. Aquaman needs a partner always. It's almost like the Cable and Deadpool comic series. It's like he thrives better when he's with somebody else. I don't think he can hold his own title. But he's a great character to bounce off of another character for sure.
Maybe he should adopt like Batman.
Batman needs to stop adopting. He's got too many kids at this point. The Bat family is way too big. He could give some to Aquaman. That'd be funny.
M.A.S.K. number 1.
I'm not trying to show my age here, but the mask is, the mask is for me. So if you don't know this about me, I grew up in Europe, right? So we had barely any TV shows, right? So like Ninja Turtles, when it came out, I did not know there was more than one episode. So when I moved to America and I found out there was more than one episode, my mind was blown. Because I watched that same VHS. Core, don't ask what that is. I watched that same VHS over and over again, right? And M.A.S.K, we didn't get over there. All we got was the damn toys, and all my friends had them. But by the time I figured out what M.A.S.K was, my dad wouldn't buy me any, or we couldn't find them at the stores, right, in Germany. But the masks were absolutely badass. Their vehicles were badass. I was so excited. So when the series was coming out, I was hoping it was going to be good, because growing up in the 80s, we had the best cartoons like Silverhawks, Thundercats, you name it, and M.A.S.K. And so it being in the same universe as Transformers and G.I. Joe, I was like, okay, this has got to be amazing. And it simply is. The cameos with General Flag that's in it, them building this technology because they're afraid of Decepticons, that's amazing. The fact that these masks can do different things is amazing. Everything about this issue was awesome. And it was so good, not to show off my collection again, y'all, I had to pick up the foil variant. Look at this bad boy. And the art in this is great too, man. I'm so excited about this series. This is a pull for sure for me. So have me back for issue 2, please.
Did you do any blind bags?
Hell no. I didn't even know that was a thing until somebody in the Discord got the same damn one over and over again. I feel bad.
Yeah, I'll have to.
I got the regular one too. Don't tell my wife.
I'll have to look at the variants though, because there were some that were like literally said on the cover like super exclusive or something.
Oh,
and
really?
then, man, I should pull it up in the Discord. I can't remember. Was it? Oh man, see, the Discord is just so popping. Is that the right word? It's so active. I can't even find. Oh, it was Nameless. Pulled 3 of the same book.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, that's crazy.
But it specifically said like super rare one. It's like 3 in a row. Is it? Is it?
Oh,
rare?
I just assumed that was the common. That was a super rare one. Oh wow.
I don't know. So I want to look it up to kind of see a little bit.
Can't wait for him to send me a copy.
Yeah, I had no idea what M.A.S.K was until you just started talking about it.
Really? Yeah. It's amazing.
That's one. I was like, oh, the M.A.S.K, and you started talking about, and then I was like, oh,
I hate you kids.
Oh no,
it's your bedtime, y'all. Go to bed. I'm done with y'all.
Hey, you know why the Discord's popping? One, because the people in there are great, but I heard a little birdie made some new merch, maybe.
Oh yes, look at you. I had in the back of my head like I should talk about the new merch. So we have a threadless, which Jeremiah actually set up completely on his own. After about 30 messages where I was like, fix that, change this, move this a little bit down, and sending him screenshots with arrows, he did say, hey, do you want the login? And I was like, no, we're going to keep doing this until it's right. And he did. And he suffered through it. And I can be very difficult when it comes to
you?
John. And your lighting.
I just know.
I don't believe it.
Sorry.
Yeah, so I can be very difficult. So he went along, and I gotta say, after my criticisms, everything is fantastic. So we have a Bat logo shirt now. We actually have a Paneloid shirt. So you have like a staff-looking shirt with the QR code. That's the one we've been giving out for years. But now we have just a small P and the logo on the back, a more casual, a Paneloid version. We're talking, and then of course Jeremiah put all of his logos of his many ventures. So get a Rivera collection, Above All Comics, some other stuff. But with Threadless, there's stickers, there's mouse pads, and we have set the price so low that we literally lose money. So it is as cheap as possible for you guys. We're not trying to actually sell merch. We're just trying to put merch on bodies. So yeah, the bat logo though, I spent a long time designing that. Little bit of inspiration from Absolute and a little bit of a classic combo. I'm pretty proud of it. It looks
my favorite.
It looks pretty good. It might become the real logo one day. I like it that much.
It's very good.
Good job.
I also like Jeremiah's little P. That's good.
That little P was very big, and it took 5 days to get the P shrunk down to the correct size. But we won't talk about that. Good job, Jeremiah. Shout out, Jeremiah. Jay and Silent Bob, Jays of Future Past, #1.
I'll keep that short. I read it for sure because as an old person, I've seen all of Kevin Smith's movies, and I don't think this book's for everybody, but I think if you've watched all his movies, it's for you because you'll catch all those references. Like I said, Kevin Smith is very wordy. He loves to put words in comics because he wrote, the more words you have, the smarter you are. I don't know. I'm probably misquoting him, but he hits you with so many puns that it's kind of cringy, but then when they hit, they really do hit. But you have to be a fan of those movies to catch a lot of those references. So, but I thought it was a cool little love letter. I'm glad it's a one shot. I can handle a cheesy one shot, so I'm glad I picked it up.
Cheesy
Sign it,
Red
Kevin
P.
Smith.
Cheesy Red P. We need to think of.
You're doing a great job, man.
Yeah, we need to think of a code to read my notes that says, "Hey guys, did you read this book or this book?" before I shout it out loud and we don't talk about it. We need to think of a code, like go to the private chat, please, and see if you could answer the books in the next little bit. Ghost Pepper number 12 didn't
Hell
make
yeah.
the list, but made it back to the list. That's what happens when you give access to people.
What?
What?
I read it. What does that mean? I don't know. It was great. It was awesome.
That's it.
It didn't make
You wrote
the
a
list.
paragraph. Read your paragraph.
Oh, well, damn. I'm afraid to read it now. No, so like Ghost Pepper it's pretty wild, right? So issue 11 and issue 12 is explaining everything that's been happening because nobody else has read Ghost Pepper, it's been kind of confusing. This guy who lost his memory reappears. He seems like this really grumpy dude. Kind of reminds me of like John Wick or whatever, because he's like this badass, like kind of grumpy, kind of like warrior, but you don't know what's happening. The main character is trying to expose the guy who's running the planet, who basically, I guess the other planet was liberated and saved by Ghost Pepper, the main character. But this guy's been pretending for who knows how long, like 10 years, that he was the reason why they all survived. So everybody's been glorifying this guy. And then right when Ghost Pepper exposes it, there's a giant twist that he's actually probably the reason why that planet got destroyed. That planet's not their planet. The story is going into this crazy. I can't explain why it's happening because it's a little confusing. I feel like I'm going to have to reread everything to try to understand what's happening. But long story short, I feel like the planet that they came from wasn't their planet. I think humans populated that planet temporarily, and then that planet fought back to get them off the planet. The series was only supposed to be 12 issues long, and I think that's why this twist came out of nowhere. Because of how popular it was, it got extended. And so now he's pivoting and adding this really interesting story, but we're at this point where we don't know what's happening yet. And it's all going to be revealed probably in issue 13. So I'm excited because I thought it was going to end. And now we have a deeper story. The art's amazing in it.
I didn't know what this book was about. And now
I still don't. And I read all 12
Right,
issues.
sounds pretty interesting.
Right?
It's cool though. The world's nuts and the character's cool. The reason why he's called Ghost Peppers is that one of the main characters, she's a cook, and she makes these hot ghost peppers that are like impossible. They set your mouth on fire, and he just eats them all to calm himself down. It's the one thing that can calm him down. So they nicknamed him the Ghost Pepper. And like I was saying before, when I worked at Blizzard Entertainment, this guy was the guy who was doing all like the comic books and doing a lot of the art. Like if you play WoW, the loading screen that people have seen a million times was drawn by this guy. So I really wanted to support his solo project. And like I said, while I'm confused on what the hell is happening, I'm enjoying all the art and I'm enjoying the fun of it. So I can't wait for 13.
All right. I believe that concludes our new comic book day segment. Again, thank you, Pierre. Appreciate you for making me host.
I could have talked about Absolute Catwoman a little bit more, but that's okay.
You could have, but that was like ways ago. Unless you want to just start, we could just pretend like that didn't happen, and I could just re-say it, and you could like redo it. You want to redo it?
It felt like one of those like 90s movies when she's like in her apartment because she's so rich. It's like, how'd you get so rich? Oh, I stole it, and at that point, it made me feel, or I thought, it'd be interesting. This book is only going to be 5 issues. It's a mini. Wouldn't it be interesting if at the end of the book, because the theme of the book is like she's trying to like be out of the game and like go off into the sunset with all her money and like out of like the organized crime of it. What if she's finally free and something happens and it's a very like, I thought it would be interesting if she like died because of her friend and they killed her off. And the last time Bruce saw her, there was like this weirdness. So like it almost gives Bruce this Peter effect of like losing his love interest, almost Gwen Stacy style. And it would open up the idea for his other love interest, Vicky Vale. That was. I'm gonna mute now because that was.
No, I like it, Dmitri,
That was
and
good.
all that gives him more of an attachment. So then, if she dies, it's gonna really hurt.
Right, and she could have something else going on.
And it's
that, you know,
Absolute,
that
so
he's more into.
probably gonna die.
And she
Absolute.
stole his heart.
Because DC
Mhm.
loves not keeping books with people of color in them going longer than a certain time.
We
So
were over this. We were over.
I'm just saying they should make
That was
Vicky
last
Vale
week, not
a
this
person
week.
of color
Dmitri.
too, and then they can kill her off as well.
That's why
As a
you
running
should read
theme.
The Mask. Stars a person of color. He's a real hero.
Proud of you,
Okay, but
John.
that's M.A.S.K.
Thank you.
You just said the mask.
That's why I bought two of them.
Yeah, you said it wrong. It's M.A.S.K.
Did M.
you said
dot
mask.
A.
You're not
dot.
talking about Jim Carrey mask. That was also a comic.
That was a comic. You are correct.
The nerdy news.
Nerdy news.
Hey.
That was good energy too. I was ready to tell you, you need to try it again. That was beautiful.
It was worth it, right? All right. Recently, on an Instagram story. Funny you should say that. Typed out Jeff Johns as he replied to a fan story that said, "We need a Stag spinoff." Now, I'm going to be honest, I almost reached out to my beloved contact over at Ghost Machine to try and get some more info on this. And I was like, no, I'll just keep it as it is, because not enough people caught it and not enough people are talking about it. So I was like, I'll just keep it as it is. But we've got hints before, you know, as I like to self-promote. We did interview Jason Fabric specifically for Rook. We did sneak in a Rook question when we interviewed Johns. We know there's an inevitability with the branching out for Rook Exodus. Obviously, it's a little hard to branch out right now because we're still waiting for the next issue in September. But this could be a way, and I think, like I've said many times before, this is a book that's absolutely worth waiting for. I will never complain about the little hiatuses, the little delays that happen. This would be fantastic to get a Stag spinoff in between. Don't even give it to me monthly. Give it to me in between. Make them flip-flop. And Rook Exodus, Stag Exodus. It's just Exodus. You just add Exodus to the name of any character and you're good to go. I don't know what team it would be. I don't even know if Johns necessarily would be the one to write it. I'd be curious to see if he hands it over to someone else, because Rook may be the best thing he's ever done. To hand over even a side story might be a little like, this is mine, you know? So I'm very curious. I couldn't pick another character that I would want. Like, inevitably, I would want like a direwolf and her father. But right now, Stag is the perfect one. Even if it's a perspective thing. Can you imagine if it's just the other perspective?
Ooh, that would be amazing.
Right?
I think we could get something.
But
with
it's
the
a
Dad
one-shot.
Bloodhound, because it all depends on what people would want to read, but that could be like some inside ball to like these decisions they were making to how Exodus turned out the way it was and the original planet, whether it was Earth or something else. And they have an insane potential for spin-offs because like thanks to your interview I understood more. They have the Unnamed, the Unbelievables. Exodus I believe is its own thing in universe. So if they want to like keep building the world, they could do a bunch of different spin-offs or they could just go on forever. I mean, it's gonna be a crazy long ongoing over 100. I sure hope so because I agree. This is absolutely one of Jeff Johns' best.
And we've never seen real flashbacks more than like him as a kid. So we could really get not him as a kid, but like just the Earth, anybody on the Earth, like what's actually going on that they went to another planet. Like there's so much you could do. Even makes me think of like what Alien Earth has been doing, where like it adds more layers to it, like the corporations, like you're seeing a different perspective. I think that this could be that where you have Rook Exodus, you could have a Rook Earth. Like you could, you know, like there could be so much here. It is so good though overall. And I hope I can set up another interview when something is actually announced.
Phantom from the Discord said that it'd be interesting for like a prequel. That's what you posted right there, and that's what I want because I want more of Boar. He was my favorite character, and he lasted 3 seconds.
Yeah, I mean that's
really
who I
like
would
that
be,
guy.
like just by stature, just all of the above. So it was hurtful when my character, who I related to,
I think that's why I liked him so much. I was very sad when you died.
if I ever cosplay. Yeah, but shirtless, just the mask, nothing else. Anyway, a new ongoing series of Avengers by writer Chip Zdarsky and artist Marco Chittachetto drops this November with Captain Marvel, Daredevil, Luke Cage, Wolverine, and Peter Parker Spider-Man. So my first take before you guys chime in is this is a severely grounded team, except for Captain Marvel. Like it is ground level team, except for Captain Marvel. So maybe prediction, her powers aren't all there, and she's running the team.
I was literally gonna say that because, like, yeah, she is way too OP for these guys.
So I'm thinking her powers are being nerfed for some reason, or they're not, and Wolverine is the... See, they're promoting Wolverine as the leader of this Avengers team. They've kind of been hinting at it. I don't think that's necessarily going to be the case when we get to the ongoing book by itself. But out of the ones I've named, besides Captain Marvel, the only other one would be Luke Cage. So anyone else running it doesn't really fit. Wolverine can, obviously, he's run teams before, but I don't see, when it becomes its own ongoing past Armageddon, I don't see Wolverine still being the leader. But I'm very excited for it. Sounds cool. Very cool lineup.
I have another thought. I think Captain Marvel might be swapped out. But for who? I think the best fit, because they touched on it a little bit, but I think, things can happen. Rogue would be the best fit.
Another X-Men. Yeah. E-Rock in the chat. Have you watched any Spider Noir? Pretty good show, but you got to watch it in black and white. So a few episodes ago, I explained how I watched the first two on an iPad in a moving vehicle in color, sadly, because I thought the glare would help. It was a horrible situation. I have been watching in black and white since I think I'm in episode 4. I enjoy it thoroughly. I understand what it is. I'm not normally into that time period or like the corny, like, oh, I gotcha. You like I don't know, the fedoras. Every time Jeremiah puts one on, it always made me uncomfortable. So to watch Nicolas Cage and it just makes me think of Jeremiah. Yeah. So overall, I like it a lot. It's not really normally something I'd be into. CGI didn't do it for me, but it does fit better in black and white, which Jeremiah did say. Have you watched it, John?
Yeah, well, my wife and I watched episode 1 last night, and what was jarring about it was the fact that we watched the first 15 minutes in black and white, then she swapped the color for 10, and then we went back to black and white. Definitely way better in black and white for sure. It is a little jarring for sure. Like I could see what you're talking about with the CGI, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was awesome. I actually do like that time period. I would never want to see Jeremiah end
'Cause
up
you're
the
from
door
there.
though. Malate, oh, for fuck's sake. Wow. I was just gonna say I like Dick Tracy, but never mind. Like, okay. You know what? That's not funny. See?
Yeah, that I don't like that. Not a fan of that. Anyway,
You gotta sleep with a fish tonight for that comment.
Cement shoes.
Marvel is reviving the Mangaverse for the 25th anniversary with a 5-part weekly event launching in September. The story centers on an apocalyptic threat and features new takes on Miles Morales, Laura Kinney, Magic, Ironheart, Bucky Barnes, and Quinnan.
Yeah.
Joe and Jack
Quinnan.
Kelly lead.
That's Psylocke.
Mm-hmm. The real Psylocke.
Like, yeah.
Like not Betty, whatever the hell, Captain Britain.
Betty Barrack. Betty
Elizabeth Braddock.
There we go.
That makes sense then.
Look
actually.
at us.
That makes sense. But it'll be Joe and Jack Kelly with Cody Ziegler, Ashley Allen, and Alyssa Wong. So pretty solid creators right there. So she could be cool.
Is there a sneak preview of the art yet? Because honestly, my wife owns like all 5 issues of the original Mangaverse, and I thought it was gonna be garbage, and it was really good. I actually enjoyed it. She ended up giving it to me, just because but like I enjoyed it. It was very, very fun.
Definitely a joke I could have made there. Rumors, baby. See that energy? That's literally my peak, like my peak energy. Like I could win like a $1,200 bet, which hasn't happened in years. May I say? And you don't get that. You know, I can pull a sketch cover, and she's like, oh, that's it. So that's the best you're gonna get. So again,
Rumors,
thank
baby,
you
with a period. Gotcha. Not an exclamation.
Exactly. Thank you, Pierre. Stephanie Phillips, my dear friend, shared a TikTok showing a little snippet of a mace, kind of like a ball and chain, teasing it was tied to a new project, specifically with a company she's worked on before, but not on this scale. Fans are speculating Absolute Hawkgirl. I don't see how it could be anyone but Absolute Hawkgirl. Who else has that style of weapon? She's worked with DC, but smaller scale. It was miniseries. Actually, no. Harley Quinn was like a long run, actually, wasn't it? So I don't know. Maybe she's doing that to throw us off, because I wouldn't necessarily call DC. Well, she didn't say a small scale. Let me rephrase. She said on this scale. Regardless, I think it's an absolute. Oops, I pulled Jeremiah. Sorry, I'll never do that again. Everyone, take a shot. I do think it's got to be.
I'm sorry.
Absolute.
Did you say it was a ball and chain though?
Yeah, it looks like a mace.
Flail?
A ball
Yeah,
and
like
a chain. That's a flail.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Again,
But that's not.
I was always
Hawkgirl-
told Mace too. Funny enough, but yeah, apparently.
yeah,
it's a
it's
flail.
still it's in the Mace
proper.
family.
Yeah.
I thought you were from.
No,
Fedora
I
time.
get you.
didn't
Like
know
I
were-
wouldn't have called. Okay.
Medieval time old.
Well, look, we have castles in England. Okay, current day castles. Yeah. But no, I wouldn't have gave you shit or even called you out. But like, Hot Girl uses a mace. She doesn't use a flail, so that's why I don't think it's her.
Oh
No, yeah.
yeah, you're right.
That is true. That is true. And again, I said fans are speculating, but I don't know what else it would be, unless it's just like
Flail Man.
or it's
Maybe it's a-
image.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe it's an indie something.
Yeah, it very well could be, because if she would have shown that it is Absolute Hawkgirl, she might get a little trouble for that one. But yeah, I'm excited for whatever it is that's next, because, like I said, we're very close friends. I'm going to ask her to join our Paneloids Discord Fantasy Football once we get that up and running. And I hope, when this gets announced for real, we can interview her again. Which I think the last time was like 8 a.m. or something. That's right. For her, 8 a.m. I'm not even awake by then.
Going for Malik Willis this year.
New McFarlane Absolute Universe figures are expected in October, including Absolute Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, and Deathstroke.
I actually have some inside information on this.
Ooh, go ahead, please, because that's all I got.
So Absolute Batman and Superman are getting what they call elite editions. If people watching haven't got them before, that's kind of like their premium right now. That's, I think, like a $50 or $60 figure. They usually go like all in. Like if you want an example, look up the McFarlane Spawn Elite Edition. There was people that swear off McFarlane and are like, I need it. I definitely need it. But on top of that, they're also doing regular releases, apparently, for Absolute Batman and Superman. So me and my friend were talking about it. We're like, what would the difference be? Like, obviously, it's a budget thing, so people can get the characters they like. But for the Elite Editions, if they're going to go all, is Batman getting the full wired cape where it has those, like, really thin ends so he can grab people with it? He can stab stuff. Are they for real going in? Are they going to give him, like, a magnetic or push-in piece for his symbol that you can then put it on, like a handle for his axe? I want to see all of that. And then my guess for Absolute Superman is just give him like a really sick cape and maybe some other stuff. I don't know what accessories they'd really give him, but give him almost like a translucent cape to have that effect that Soul has, where it's more, I don't even know how you'd put it, like almost like nanotechnology, but it's kind of living, or like really advanced technology where it's almost, I think it's literally the dust from the planet or something.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
It's almost like porcelain paint. Like it moves with the, like it, the light bounces off it a certain way. But you would give that effect in the statue. I like it.
Yeah. I really hope they do that. And then Absolute Wonder Woman, funny. She's the only one not getting an Elite Edition, but we are getting her as a figure. And then the cherry on top, we've had Absolute Deathstroke for like a month or two now, already has a confirmed figure. Somebody at McFarlane, if not McFarlane himself, must love Deathstroke. That's hilarious. No Absolute Green Lantern, no Flash.
I mean, it's a good figure.
Immediate Deathstroke. It is
just
a really
the weapons,
sick look,
you know?
Yeah.
Just you load them up on weapons.
Yeah.
Well, Deathstroke always looks like an Image character to me, so that makes sense. Or we're getting kind of a tease on something that's about to happen and go down with Absolute. So
yeah,
I want to get all the figures for sure. Like I don't usually collect figures very often, but these look amazing.
And me neither, honestly.
Corey, did you see the Absolute Batman figure that's releasing? I supposedly
LPZZ. Yes, that looks incredible. Yeah, that brand LPZZ. I want them to make all.
No,
of them.
not that one.
Oh, really? Sideshow maybe. Those are the only two I know.
Sideshow.
Yep. I love.
I might have.
They look
so good.
I might have.
They're expensive, but they might. Looks worth it to me at least.
I might have pre-ordered it. I might have pre-ordered it
for my birthday, July 27th. Thank you.
It won't be until next year. I don't think. Yeah, I think it's like maybe October is what they say. Yeah, I don't remember how much, to be honest, anymore. I got pre-ordered like months and months ago. I think Dmitri, I think you were here, and I was like, "Look what I just did," and you're like,
"Yeah,
one more, right?
Yeah,
right. All right, one more rumor. It's not really a rumor. It's a fact.
Baby.
I hope so. I was gonna say unless something happens. Yeah. So tomorrow morning is my flight. I'm going to Charlotte, North Carolina for the Heroes Con. Before this year, mind you, I've only really been deep into the hobby for around a year now. I had heard nothing about this. It was usually San Diego, New York. That was it. Since this year, Motor City has opened to me. I've heard about, I think you guys talked about the Baltimore one, and a couple others seem like some really good options. Like the South Carolina one is a little smaller scale, but really cool. There's some big celebrities that will go there. Well, Heroes, I keep hearing over and over, if anybody's interested in going to a Comic-Con, especially if you are comics first, like that is your goal to go there, not any of like the pop culture stuff, like Funkos and all this other stuff, which they might still have, like vendors. But it is comics first. If you want to look up the website, I got to say it does look a little outdated, like weirdly simplified, but maybe for a reason. Their list of creators, writers, artists, everything is genuinely insane. There's Scott Snyder, Stephanie Phillips, Daniel Warren Johnson, that's so popular right now, Mike Spicer, who does his colors, David Finch, and it goes on and on. Chris Claremont, that does X-Men, is going to be there. It is genuinely insane. So when I come on after that, I will be sure to show some of the best stuff off. I can't wait. Just gonna hunt certain signatures. Stephanie's gonna be one of them. Hopefully Scott Snyder. And DWJ is probably top of that list, honestly. And then Shay as well for Absolute Catwoman. And I believe Pornsack's gonna be there for Green Arrow as well. So just incredible list. And it seems like it's gonna be insane. I hope they have a bunch of really good vendors with crazy comics too, because I'd love to get maybe one of my grails while I'm there.
Which one is
We'll
that?
see.
Or do we not want
right
to say
now-
it just to make it happen?
You know what? I'll say it just in case if it's like a manifesting thing. The movement that unfortunately ended early, they'd be very proud of me. I would love to get the Jon Stewart first appearance, which is a Green Lantern, Green Arrow, and funny enough, also because that's one of my favorite stories of all time. The first Green Lantern, Green Arrow from that series with the really iconic cover where Green Arrow shooting through the battery. I think it's Green Lantern issue like 70 something. Jeremiah would be disappointed, but it's somewhere in there, and they're incredible. They're only a couple $100, so it's doable. The main one would be Green Lantern first appearance, which is Showcase 22, I believe. That one I think I know for sure. But that's a pricey boy right there for good reason.
Are there any figures you're hunting?
Honestly, I usually just look for Mafex and M.A.S.K if they have any really cool ones. McFarlane, I usually get them right when I want them. But if they have any old ones, I missed out on that too. And just seeing what's out there. Because every once in a while, there's a vendor that'll really surprise you. Like I see a lot carry SHF, which is a great brand for the anime figures, and some Marvel and DC. Like I know they did that Spider-Man one recently from Marvel versus Capcom that people love. So stuff like that. But yeah, I can't wait. Flying too. So don't have to drive 10 hours down. So that's nice.
And remind me, what state is this in?
North Carolina. It's for Charlotte.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know where that is on the map, if I'm being honest.
I couldn't tell you where it is in North Carolina.
North,
but
obviously.
It's like Michigan and Florida. It's like here, I think. Because Georgia's pretty big.
It's one I might think about. It's not too close,
I'm telling you, there's a Fall Motor City one too. Or it's early next year or Heroes next year because you have lots of time to plan.
Yeah. All right.
Good.
Well, that is our show, guys. That is it. We covered a lot of things.
We just started.
We were 45 minutes late. We had a very rough start. I'm not apologizing for that. It's not my fault. Everybody else's fault. And join the Discord. Go to Paneloids.com, join Discord. We have new merch. Like I said before, we make no money. You still have to spend money, but we don't make any of it. And from there, you can also find all the interviews that we name dropped. Just go to Paneloids.com.
Book club.
Next week, it'll be just Pierre and Jeremiah by themselves. No notes. So don't even tune in. Don't even waste your time.